skunk of the mosquito. It's the end of the day. It's 10 o'clock. How you guys doing this evening? I tried to charge my phone. Oh, before I go live. Oh, what's up, people? Everybody's on here. What's up? Please, Dad, you can see that pimple right on my face. Like, it's huge. What's up? This pimple is bad huge. I squeezed it though. I'm good. How are you? That's good. That's good. Okay. Oh my goodness. I really do not want to. Um. Hey, my peoples are coming on here. Y'all showing some love. What up? What up? What up? What up? I'm gonna be marinating some chicken. Actually, want to be cleaning it, then washing some dishes. Well, I really want to listen to some music, but copyright. So, and I ain't feel like washing dishes too. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'll be right with you guys. Un momento. Oh no. Hey, can you take this pencil, put it in the bathroom upstairs, please? Um, here you go. It's on the table. Thank you. Okay. I see you guys showing some love. You guys never leave me hanging. When y'all come on here, y'all like, what up? I love you, girl. Not even a like. I appreciate it. What it do? What? How did you find your phone? I was looking. I was looking for it. What did it do, Fernando Treviel? What? Oh, look at you guys coming in. Y'all coming through. Oh, what up? What up? What up? What up? Hey, what up? What up? Hey, what up? Hey, what up? Hey, what up? What up? What is Friday night? Let me bless you, Ricky. God bless you guys. God bless you guys. Be blessed in the name of Jesus. Hey, relax. You're scaring me. Okay. I'm scaring you guys. I'm scaring you guys. Now here you go. And you know what's so crazy? This is me. So imagine when I'm. What's up? Y'all coming through. So scary. I'm coming to get you. Yeah. Yeah. On a real note, how you guys doing this Friday night? Thank you for the love and support you guys are showing. You guys never leave me hanging. I appreciate you guys. As you can tell, as you can see, as we proceed, in the name of Jesus, the channel is growing. The channel is growing, and I'm really happy. Why you're not doing good, Minnie Pink? Ooh, girl. I had that last week. I don't know if y'all noticed I wasn't on last week. The week before last. It's been kicking my butt, so hope your cramps feel better pretty soon. I'm sorry about that. If you're trying, go to sleep. Go to sleep. If you don't got nothing to do, got no responsibility, and you got stuff to do tomorrow morning, go to sleep. I'm a little bit loud, so please forgive me. But go to sleep. Don't try to stay up. Hi, can you say SJ, please? SJ? I hope it don't mean anything crazy. SJ. Shout out to SJ. I'm gonna take a hot bath. Okay. Oh snap. I did. What else can help? Heating pads. I'm trying to figure out what I can say, and I don't want to be held responsible if it doesn't work for you or it cause more pain. So, nice. The bath is good. The bath is good. Good. You look like Jelly Roll before he lost 200 pounds. I don't know who Jelly Roll is, but they look mighty good. Yeah. They look like they had joy in their life. Look. I know I got some bears in here, if y'all know what I mean. Okay, Papa Bears, Mama Bears, Cup Bears. If anyone tries it, here. You said I was scary. You need to be scared of these comments. So if I was you, I'll stop while you're ahead. Hi. How you doing? We're gonna be washing some dishes tonight. You guys on the live tonight. We hot. We hot. We hot. We hot. Boom. 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 All right. As you can tell, I'm a little too extra tonight. Bye. See you later. But I'm trying to hype myself up so I can wash these dishes. You are gorgeous and nice. Oh, thank you, Lily Lulo. Thank you. Thank you. You're awesome. You are magnificent. Alright, so what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna wash these dishes so I could clean the chicken for tomorrow or Sunday then. I don't know. Because the way it's looking like, if y'all gotta go to bed, have a good night, guys. Go to bed. I got responsibilities. So I'm not going to bed anytime soon. I'm not going to bed anytime soon. I don't like washing dishes sometimes. I don't. It's annoying. Did it snow by you guys? Did it snow by you guys? It snowed today. And today was supposed to be 50 degrees and cool. It was supposed to be a warmer day compared to the days we've been having. That was a lie. It was so cold, windy, like my car was frozen. When I tried to open my door, it sounded like I was crushing ice. That's how cold it was. So, it was pretty cold. My live is not dry tonight. My live is live. It's vibing. We got people talking, interacting. My live is on point tonight. People showing some love. People liking the live, saying what's up, what it do. Okay. All right. You do that. My live is on popping. The vibes are there. You ever, like, hype yourself up and you don't want to do something, but you gotta do it? Like, I'm on break. I really want to take a break. But, are you truly on break? Are you truly on break? Are you just on pause on, well, break and pause is the same thing. I don't know. Hi. What's up? My live is on popping tonight. You guys are talking. You guys are liking the live. I am so happy. I am so happy. And you guys are coming, keeping me company, doing some chores. Thank you for coming through. I had a song stuck in my head the other day. I want to remember, I want to remember it. It's not really a good song. It's like a old school. Okay. So back in the day, I used to go to MS61. Okay, Gladstone Academy. Okay. Every year, I remember they had the hippest of the hip, okay, celebrities come through. Could be a rapper, could be a singer. It wasn't a lot of like actors. We had Denzel Washington come through, okay. We had B2K come through. We had Little Romeo come through. We had Lloyd come, Lloyd, stop, wait a minute. That guy, and then we had Mario. We had him come through. But there was other people that came through to that school, but every year, guys, they had somebody. But for you to participate like in a mini concert or whatever they were doing, you had to have good grades. Hola, hola, amiga, ¿cómo estás? Hable español poquito. But yeah, so you have to have like good grades, you know, well behaved, good grades, and improving every year. I only heard about them, okay? So I never really went to the concert, but I heard about it. My grades was always below average, and I was always improving, but it wasn't enough. My senior year, well, not senior year, when I was in 8th grade, I did a lot of improvements, but it wasn't good enough. And they usually come like in the middle of the year, and that's when it's like you have that parent-teachers conference, that talk with your parents, saying where the child is, where they need to be. So I always heard of it, and I don't know if my parents would ever let me go to the concert that they had at the school. But it was a school thing, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know, but I never got to experience like the concert because it was for students with good grades. So, what else happened? And there was a lot more celebrities that came through, and I don't remember all of them, but some of them stick in my mind. I think Lil Bow Wow came one time. At my school. But Empire, that was like Jamaican style, like all the Jamaicans. You know, it was kids. So kids, they see what their parents do, so they try to imitate. So so the things that they do, the language that they will use. Oh my goodness! There was this one. It was what do you call these songs? Is it reggae? I don't know what it is. I think it was when Sean Paul era, like he was. I think it's I don't want to care what people say. I don't want to care what them want to do. I hope you number two. No, that's not it. That's not the song. But that is a good song. I don't know if that's reggae or whatever. But that's been in my head. And it randomly popped up in my head. Where I live, there's no reggae. There's no reggae. I live in the mountains, so it is. And I say it randomly popped up in my head. But besides that, how you guys doing? What you guys been up to? It's literally like 4 days to Christmas. Can y'all believe that? Next year, I'm gonna really start like doing a lot more around Christmas time. Last year, I didn't do anything. This year, I'm not. But next year, we're doing something different. We're doing something different for sure next year. Can y'all believe it's like 5 to 4 days till Christmas? I can believe that. Time is just flying. Time is flying. Me and my son was talking. We were like, I mentioned to them like, time is flying. Do you think time is flying? And if you do, why do you think time is passing by so fast? My oldest son, he says he doesn't see it's passing or going slow. And if it is, he doesn't know. My youngest said it's not going fast, it's going slow. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay. For me, I thought time's going fast. For me, in my opinion, it's going fast. And the reason why I think it's going fast is because we got so much to do. We have a lot going on, like, you know. Then he referred to summertime, what you do in the summertime. I refer to what you do in the summertime. He was like, whoa, we do that all the time, and that don't make time go fast. So, I think time is really going fast. It was a video online talking about how we would say, Happy New Year! And then all of a sudden it's December 1st. Like, where did the year go? Like, I know where the year go. When how would I say this? I know. Well, I realize the year's going fast. I cannot say I didn't know where it went. I can't say where. I cannot say I didn't know where it went because, as I said, this year has been busy. Like, things to do. Can't sit on a move. Like, So, I don't know. I feel like this year it was like a mental decision to stay busy. Like, I think for me, that's what it is. For me, there's a lot that I could have just sit down and just marinate on some stuff that I created or I didn't. And I could just sit down and just evaluate what went up, what went down, what went sideways. And I chose not to sit. I really chose not to sit. I really chose to push through in my best efforts. Lord knows when I say my best efforts, I really mean that. So I feel like if I sat down and just like that meme that went like this, like that girl, like I really sat down like this, I really think I'll feel like the year's going slow. Like when I'm at work, at the store, when I stand up and wait for something to do. Okay, so let's chat a little bit. So I work in retail, right? I work in retail. Not only you are checking out the products for the customers, helping them look for the products. You got stuff to do around the store. Okay, you got chores, as they say, the chore list. You got a chore list that you have to complete, okay, before your shift is over. When I first started the job, there was nothing to it. I did it. It was no big deal. I noticed okay, I cannot control what people say. I cannot control what people do. But it was almost like, oh, this is quote unquote comment. Oh, she cleans. And it was pointing out a dust pocket that was around like the register or whatever. I peeped that. I didn't touch the dust pocket, guys. Yes, I left it alone. That dust pocket's been there for how long? I'm not gonna put a timestamp on it, but it's been there for a long time, right? I just came in. I'm not gonna touch that. I'm not. You know why? I don't know what it could do to me. I remember when I used to work at my client's home, she would have dust pockets everywhere, which I didn't have a problem cleaning because when I was on shift, it was me on shift. It wasn't 2 or 3 other people I was working with. I was working by myself. So, excuse me, my responsibility was to make sure she's straight and she's good. Everything was taken care of because she couldn't do it. So I did that. So when it came to her dust pockets, like dust in the corner, cobwebs, animal hair, I took care of that because she couldn't do it. I didn't have a problem doing that. And if somebody came and said, oh, I wasn't doing my job, or they try to, boost me, like gas my head and say, oh, you do a wonderful job. You do everything done. They will see what I did and what I didn't do. And who's going to be responsible? Me. I will be responsible. Okay? And when I did those type of jobs, I would get sick. I kid you not. Every single time I went to the ceiling, I dust the ceiling fan. She had 2 cats in a very small confined room. 2 cats. The, the long-haired cats, I don't know what you call them. Very hairy. Hair everywhere. Hey. So, when I would clean her room, take out the dust, when I say I get sick, it was even the time I had to call off. Because I was coughing and my chest was heavy. It was bad. So, when somebody come in and say, oh, I didn't do my job, this wasn't completed, you signed the paper and this wasn't completed, when they come in, they can have proof. Either I did it or I didn't do it. Most of the time, I did my job. I didn't do it all the time. Like, there was stuff like to do laundry or to cook. I wasn't going to cook every day. If it's food in the fridge for me to heat up for her to eat, I wasn't going to do that. Because I would cook and there would be leftovers. And sometimes when I cook, she doesn't want the food. She wants her cake, she wants her snacks, she wants her bars. So guess what? I'm not going to cook every day. So, knowing that I get sick if I go clean old, maybe a day old. No, I'm talking about when I used to work in home care. I'm doing comparison with the dust. When I used to clean, and I'll clean the dust, and I'll get extremely sick. And the dust would be like a month old, a week old, and it just accumulates. For that short amount of time, it will accumulate. She's in a room, it's confined, and she has 2 cats. So I'll get really sick. So remembering that, my job that I do now, retail, there was so many dust pockets. Like, it was like dense. I did not touch it because I didn't want to get sick. I don't know. That dust been there for a long time. Long time. And I remember one of the managers said, oh, she's always cleaning, huh? Or she's always cleaning. And she pointed at the dust. Now, I wouldn't say certain things if something didn't happen. When she said that, I knew it was some type of like something. I just like shrug it off because whoever had the chore list before me did not do that. And I'm not going to get sick. There's no equipment like a mask, gloves, right tools, right products. Like, they had this product, right? A cleaning solution that was that was great to clean with. I don't know what happened. They took it away, brought it back, took it away, brought it back. And I was like, okay. I thought that was weird. There's a cleaning solution to clean. Why are you taking it away? I didn't pay attention to it. I was just I was like, okay. I'm gonna use what I use. But I feel like if something works and you don't have to do too much, don't just use it. So when I noticed that, I asked, there was 3 managers at the time when I worked. I would ask the manager, I asked the one manager, oh, what happened to the certain product? She said, I don't know, maybe it finished. I was like, okay, can I take another one? She said, sure, go ahead. I took it. The next day, or a few days after I came in, I saw a note in the break room with the schedule saying that, oh, if you need to use a product, ask one of the managers. Don't take it. Only key holders can take products off the shelf and use it. I'm like, we playing that type of game here. And I'm like, okay. So I went and I basically said what I mentioned to you guys. I asked one of the managers and they said, okay. I think the one manager just threw me under the bus saying that I just took it, which I didn't. I asked what happened to it. She said finish. I asked if I could take one and clean. She said okay. So I was like okay. I just thought that the whole situation was weird and it shouldn't be a situation. So I left it alone. The dust pocket. I did not touch it. And they all say, oh, you the only one that actually clean. You're the only one. Excuse me. You're the only one that actually do stuff on the chore list and stuff like that. You're the only one. But in the same breath, oh, she clean. Look at this dust. Look at this. Look at that. She don't fill the balloons. She don't do this. She don't do that. I'm like, and mind you guys, I felt at first that I was the only one that was actually doing everything. No one was really doing anything. Like the night shift, they would do stuff that was obvious, but the hidden chores like wiping, mopping, dusting, they wasn't doing it. You can tell. You know, they were taking out the trash. They were filling the, toilet paper. And I knew they weren't doing their job. It's because at night, they're supposed to clean the bathrooms. We have 2 bathrooms in the store, right? I kid you not. These people was not cleaning the bathroom to the point that the head manager said the bathroom was out of order. Nobody could use the bathroom. The bathroom was not broken. What happened was some customer, and you got these trifling customers. I'm sorry, I'm going to just say the truth. You have trifling customers that will go in and just explode in the bathroom. You don't know what happened, where it came from, what end. You just come in with a surprise, like, surprise, I got work for you to do. Like, you need to call, like, the biohazard team to come and do it, and then you can't because you are the biohazard team. I don't work on night shift. I only work in the morning shift for some reason. So, what happened was, excuse me, I'm coughing too much, so I'm going to take some of this. I bought some more stuff to do this. So what happened was a customer went in. I think it was out of diarrhea because it was all over the floor, all over the seat. From what they told me, it was all over. And they described the color. I don't have to continue. So the morning manager came in, and then she started the shift. Another customer came, asked for the bathroom. They went to the bathroom. The bathroom was disgusting. So what happened was my manager had to go clean it. And from my understanding, every single night they weren't doing the chores. They were signing off the chore list. They wasn't doing it. And she kind of got tired of do the chore list, do this, do that. And they're not doing it. And she has to do it in the morning. So what happened was she said the bathroom was out of order for a very long time. To the point that the customers called corporate, told corporate that, and the corporate people told my manager, open the bathroom up. Why is it closed? Questioning her. So when I start to realize, these little stuff, like they would do, some stuff on a chore list that if the manager just happened to look, it would be completed. But she investigate, verify, it wouldn't be completed. Um, and they would do stuff for attention. Like I don't know how people could work all shift, not do anything, not dust. Look at all these dusts, but don't continue to do it. So I kept the same energy, which is not a good thing. I am working on that. I didn't sign a chore list. I'm not going to sign a chore list because if I am doing everything that I'm supposed to do and I'm signing a chore list, people are signing a chore list and not getting it completed, why should I? Which is not a good motto. That's not a good thing. Not only that, I was testing the waters. I confess. I would come in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. There's like a set of balloons. I will fill those balloons. This is so petty, guys. So petty. I will fill these balloons up. I come back so I work Tuesday. I come back on a Thursday. The balloons are not filled. And I was like, I peeped that. And I was like, okay, I want to make sure that I'm not just thinking crazy, just, oh me, oh I, oh me. So I was like, okay, let me just peep something. I did not feel it. So I was here for Thursday. I did not feel it Friday. I come back on Monday. Not one balloon was filled. You had Saturday and Sunday. I was like, okay, I peep game. Guess what I decided to do? Not fill the balloons. Oh, when I told you I did that, these ladies were and complain about balloons. They just wanted to find something to complain about because too much people were saying, "Oh, every time I come in here, it's so clean. I never seen this place clean like this." Which, since she works here, that makes me uncomfortable. One, and I wish they wouldn't say that. Two, because I only been working there for like how long? So it makes me uncomfortable because I know how they are after a while, after they hear that, and I see what they do. So what happened was, um, when they noticed that I wasn't filling the balloons up, they were when my end shift ends, I go sit down. They go. This is the head manager. She'll fill up the balloons and then she'll throw it in the break room for me to see that she's filling the balloons. I don't care. I do not care. If it's not God that's softening my heart, I honestly don't care because I realize the the work politics. I realize what you guys are doing. I realize that I'm like the scapegoat or something. So I was like, you know what? I didn't fill the balloons up for a long time. They were upset. They made it how you call it again? They made it. They wanted to let me see that they were filling up the balloons. I was like, go ahead. And then I told one of the girls, and I think she repeated it, and I don't care, that no one does it. I do it, but nobody else do it, and they sign off. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna sign a paper and still do my job. Besides filling up the balloons, I put hot water in here so I could get all the stuff. So I was like, and I felt some type of way about it. I felt some type of salty about it because I realized they do these dumb comments in front of me, like right in front of me. I hear them. So it's not behind my back. Imagine what they say behind my back. And they just do it for attention. Like, it's obviously that dust pocket was huge, right in the corner. Now, the way it was in the corner you have to physically take stuff behind it, stuff in front of it. It was behind things. So when you like move stuff around, you will see it. They will move stuff around all the time. I don't touch those stuff because they need those stuff to either go onto the sky shelf, like the top part of the shelf, or it would be papers that they need to hang up. Now, managers do that, associates don't. Sales associates don't do that. It's so different. We have certain things that we do, and they basically do certain most of the things. So I have no business of moving those stuff if I don't need to go there, right? So when they did that, I was like, okay, I see what time it is. So that's when that really gave me like uh, a decision not to sign the papers. When there are um, work that I am doing and I'm not gonna sign. They're gonna see the work is done, but I'm not gonna sign. And they notice that. What the other thing they do, um, people I never work with was like, you're the only one that cleans. You're the only one that do this. I see you clean. I see you do this. I see you do that. And these people don't do it. Now, what's so creepy about that, guys, is that they have access to the camera. I'm not gonna make this up. I'm not lying. This is the truth. They have one lady that works there. She will be in the break room for hours, hours, hours. And whoever she's working with, she will have that person clean, talk to the customers. Lucky enough, that person's not a manager. So when there is an issue, that manager that's on shift, that lady, she has to come out. But how she knows and she sees that I clean is because she looks at me. She look at the cameras to see how my day was. So they're basically saying, if they wanted to say like I didn't do anything, they can't really say because there's proof that I am doing what I need to do. That's why they don't really say anything about. Well, they did say to sign, but they're not really on me about signing because they see I am doing what I need to do. It's just I'm not signing it because I guess that's my standoff. I don't know. But the proof is in the pudding now. Now, today, yesterday, there was a paper. Now, this one is scary. That one is scary because it's not only the store that's involved, there's other people involved and corporate involved. So what happened was, um, I'm not there on night shift. They never put me on night shift since I started there. And I don't have a problem with that. But if I could, I would work a night shift for them here and there. But they had these people come through, start to work. I guess my head manager clicked with one of the girls real quick. I don't know if because she knew a common friend, a mutual friend. I don't know, but they clicked like this. Like they became friends like this. From what I hear, not only that, there's another guy that's there too. Um, you know, it was for a moment of time they couldn't do no wrong. For a moment of time, them that came through was the same people that was doing that same thing, like doing stuff for attention. Like, oh, I cannot be on shift and not dust. Like, oh, look at all these dust. That was the same people that was doing that. So what happened now, which is kind of scary, and this like show, like it's proving what I'm saying, is that a customer came in and basically was saying that how um she would he or she was standing there ready to be ringed out, checked out from the sales associate or whoever was behind the counter, behind the register. The person that was behind the register didn't check them out, and they questioned them because they're having a standoff, staring like the staring contest, and the customer asks, "Are you gonna check me out? Why are you just standing there not checking me out?" They go say, "I'm not on shift." Okay, you're not a shift, but you're behind the register. You're not gonna call somebody that's on shift to check me out. And I don't know what happened, but all I know, there was a paper that said corporate called and corporate said this, that, and how they're watching on the camera what is going on the shift. If you're not on shift, working, scheduled to work, don't come to the store and chill. Don't do that. And I was like, oh. And not only that, they ask you to sign it. I just look at it, I ain't sign it. Because that has nothing to do with me. You know why? Because I'm not on night shift. And when they don't want to tell somebody something directly, they either use corporate, district manager, and put notes all over when they start to have issues with you. Not only that, that same week, there was multiple signs saying that. And you can tell the person was upset when they was writing it. If you did not complete the chores, do not sign the chore list. Thanks. And mind you, the people that's on that shift is the same people that was like, oh, I cannot be on shift and not dust. Look at all this dust. Same people that's on that shift. I was like, you know what? That is not my business. I don't need to sign anything. And most of the time when it's stuff like that, and it's petty. I'm telling you, it's petty. You know why it's petty? There was another no. Oh, hi. You know why I say it's petty? Thank you for the like, guys. Why I say it's petty, guys, is because when somebody else started, right? Hold on. Somebody else started, and I was there. You couldn't be on your phone. You couldn't take your phone. They had notes. So you can't take your phone to the bathroom. You can't take this. You can't do this. You can't have your phone on the floor. Fine. Keep it in the break room on the table. If not, we're gonna put it in the safe when your shift is over. I'm like, I don't even think I signed that paper either. I was like, wait, what? So I was like, okay. I seem like a rebel. Guys, God forgive me. I'm confessing. Oh, Lord. I was like, I'm not signing that paper. Because, okay, if I was on my phone and it wasn't like pertaining to my family, something happened, okay. But if you put the sign say, please do not be on your phone, I'll put my phone down. But I'm not going to be on my phone if I deliberately have a customer. I wouldn't do that. But I'm going to tell you what happened. So there was a few people, and they are petty. They look for things to, you know, I don't know. I don't know what you even call it. They look for things to write, to talk about when it was this girl that started the job. She had earbuds, right? I don't know what happened. Then I think it was the same time there was another lady. I don't know what was going on the shift. She had her phone. And then there was another guy that came a little bit after them that had an earpiece. They go say, and they put a note on the wall again. When you're on the floor, you cannot have earplugs, earpieces. You need to take them off when you're on the floor. I was like, okay, here comes the notes. Again, as I stated, they don't talk to you directly. They write notes all over. And it was so funny. It was a guy that started that was like, these people do this and this is how they talk. They put notes all over. And I've been saying that from day one. And I didn't say that to him though, because I can say that to you guys because you guys don't know who I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't know nothing. I just know me. So I'm gonna tell you guys. But when I see that note, people signed it. The girl that started to the job. She stopped wearing the earplugs, but the guy never stopped. He came in with the earplugs and left with the earplugs. Then when we had truck, and you know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy? When you have truck, like for instance, if I would have truck, I'm behind the register, checking people out, and I'm putting stuff on the shelf. I have these loads and loads of stuff that I need to put before my shift is over, and I'm working 4 hours, and there's a bunch of stuff. And okay, we're not gonna go on a tangent. They always complain that I'm slow. I don't complete this. They get upset. My stuff is not complete. Okay, fine. You can see the money in the system. How, how much money I'm making on my register. That should prove how much customers coming in. Yes, I can be slow, but if you see that the register is actually, I'm putting picks. Picks are basically when the money is past a certain amount that the register needs to have, you have to take that money out and put it in a safe, just in case, God forbid. So, like when I'm on shift, it's picks after picks, picks after picks. So, if you see how much money is in my register, how much money I made that day, why do you expect me to finish everything on that shift? So they always had a problem. Pause. When I started to work with that one particular guy, that guy said I was moving fast. And he said in front of the one lady that likes to complain about me. I'm not gassing my head up because I know I could be slow sometimes. Sometimes I can move like a turtle. I know that. When it comes to me locking in, doing my work, and I don't have to be on the register, they even in shock themselves. They're like, whoa, what happened? That's a flash. And when that guy said that, he kept on saying that, kept on saying that, kept on saying that, they all shut their mouth because they realized something was different. I'm gonna tell you, I'm full of stories tonight. So when he kept on saying that, and me and him was working together. So I was on register, he was on register on the totes. But when I was on register, he was on the totes. When I wasn't on the register, I was. Then we would switch. He got on register, and I was on the totes, and we finished. We finished. I would have a cart. He would have a cart. We would put like 4 totes in a cart. Bam, 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 done. These people noticed that, right? And then mind you, that was the talk. Because you know why? When the other girls started to work, and I don't know what these people were saying, when they would do the register and I was only on the floor, I wasn't on the register, they were literally standing right there, not touch not one item in the totes, just check out customers. I'm like, do they really think I just stand up here and not do anything? Not only that, there was a comment saying that, oh, I want to be on register and not do anything. Just stand there. I'm like, wait, do you really think I just stand there and not do anything? And I was like, and that really put the fire on my button not to sign the tour list. Okay, I guess that was my way of. I'm so corny. I guess it was my way of like, oh, okay, I gotcha. But it whatever. I'm signing the tour list again. So when I seen her did that, when I had seen she was just standing there and not touching anything. She wasn't cleaning. She wasn't like she wasn't doing anything. She just checking out the customers. And I know I'm doing multiple stuff when I'm behind the register. I'm like, Yo, they really think I don't do anything. Oh, that's the talk. And that one lady that do check the cameras, she knows for a fact that I am all over the place. So when the guy was saying that I run circles around him, meaning like I'm moving really fast, they was like, oh, like they couldn't even agree with him at first. They stay shut. They was in shock that the guy was saying that. And I was like, okay. And I was a little bit shocked myself too, because you know why? I finished the totes, because usually I be leaving 2, 3, 4, 1 totes when I have to leave my shift. So I realized when if I'm not on register, I'm moving. So um that same guy, when he was talking, he had his earpiece. He did not take off his earpiece. He's even said that he cheated a little bit because he had music playing in his head. And I was like, and he just said that, just like, I'm like, didn't they? And I was like, you know what, girl, mind your business, just do your job. And they never said nothing to him either. Now the guy's a manager. Okay, he's a manager. So I was like, okay. The next thing was when they noticed that I was moving. I wasn't like, how would I say? It was like two different modes, the front mode and the back mode. They put me in the back now. I'm strictly in the back. I'm not up front on register on truck days anymore. They just put me in the back because they notice that if I'm not on register, I'll move. And then when he's on register, he gets upset. He's like, oh, here we go again. Because soon as you check the person out, you're running to finish the tour, and somebody else come through. You don't know where they come. They come. And then when they come, they don't come one, no. They come like 10. And you have to check them out. Then you have to be polite, talk. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, you got a dog. Oh, what's next? You have to socialize, or you waiting for them to take their card out, take their money out, and you have the understanding, but your managers don't have that understanding, and they get upset, they get frustrated with you, they talk, they gossip. So I was like, I don't even say anything. I just listen to. I don't listen to him, but when he starts to complain that I'm not gonna get this done, I can't get this done, people's coming, I just, because they're in the same group talking about people, same group saying like belittling people. I don't, no. So what I decide to do, I just stay. I enjoy being in the back. Actually, I kid you not, I enjoy being in the back. You know why? You don't see certain things. You focus on your job. You don't have to interact with certain people. You just do your job. And they always checking on you. And then guess what? If a customer come through, they talking to me, they come and look. One day, my head manager, some lady was talking to me and I was doing my work, and then the storage room or the warehouse that's behind the store um was like on this side, and we were right here, and this is the wall, and the wall's really thin. My manager was banging on the wall. Pas gonna keep up, Lamley. She was like, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, banging. She was banging on the wall. I'm like, this lady has an issue with me. I don't know what it is, but the customer's talking to me, and I don't want to be rude, and I don't want the complain, and she's banging on the wall because I'm talking. And I'm like, what is this? So guess what I did? I continued talking to the customer, and I looked at the wall. I continued to. I don't know how many times she banged on it. We stopped talking till the customer stopped talking. I'm not gonna no, because guess what? When a customer complains for you're rude, you're not polite, you didn't try to help me look for my product, who's gonna get reprimand? Be notes being left out for you to sign. You are. That didn't talk to the customers because it happened before. Back to the main story I was going to talk about, because I just went to all these stories. Those two people that work at night shift, they're not doing their chores. They're coming in and actually coming in, but they're not doing what they're supposed to do. They're chilling. The customer sees that. They're complaining to corporate, supposedly. I don't know, because what happened is there's more stuff that's been happening corporate didn't complain about. But this, that's not too much. I don't think. I just think that the head manager is starting to get a little bit, I don't know how. I don't even know what you call that. I don't know, like when somebody rub you off the wrong way, you're trying to revenge. Because I heard them say that before. A grown adult, a grown adult, lady, she made a mistake. A grown adult, elderly lady made a mistake on the register. She was working there, and the other manager said to the other managers, "How we're going to punish her." Quote unquote, word from word. How we're going to punish her. Oh, we should take her cigarettes and breaks away. I'm like, where are we? What? Have her watch a compliance video. Give her a warning. Do a intervention with her. Talk to her. But I'm gonna say how, guys. The day I leave this job, now we have this one Puerto Rican kid guy. He is funny. I don't know what happened to him. I honestly, God knows what happened. But dude, he was the one that said, "I just want to be on register, not do anything." And I said, "You think I just stand there and register, not do anything? There's a chore list." And I showed him the chore list. He's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah." I was like, "Wait, I work. I don't just stand there. Like maybe when I stand here, I just see me stand because I'm done. But I work." And he was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna stand here." I was like, "Okay, I'll see how far that goes." So it didn't get too far, guys. Right now, for the past few months, oh, I'm saying too much. They want him gone. That's all I can say. But before that part, um, um, he would come in and this is what he did to me. I must just say what he did to me. I'm not gonna. So it's truck day. We put stuff away. He's up front. I'm in the back. He comes in the back saying, "Oh, so and so, where do you put this product? Because I don't see it. I don't know where it goes." He knew where it went. And I just pretend that he didn't know where it went, but I knew he knew where it went. Okay? He bought that product before from the store. So why you don't know where? Nothing changed. Everything is the same. So I was like, okay. I took the product. Oh, no, no, no. I didn't take the product. Because I usually take the product and put it on the shelf. I was like, no, I got stuff to do. I had a lot going on. I couldn't stop doing what I'm doing for me to do your job. I would normally do that, but that day I couldn't. I was like, so it goes right here. Okay, I showed him. I did move from where I was at because I was not near where he needed to go. I walked with him, showed him the exact spot, and walked away. And I continued to do my job. Guys, I'm not making this up. I know I'm talking a lot. You think I'm making certain things up, and I pray to God no one knows me on here to report this. Ah! I go around the corner. So these are the aisles. How would I show you this? Okay, I think this is so. These are the aisles. This is aisle 6, aisle 7, aisle 8. right? Aisle 6, aisle 7, aisle 8. So in aisle 8, that's where I was. And aisle 7 was my cart with all my stuff on it. Everything that I had to do. My cart was full. Actually, it was 2 carts. His stuff was right here where he needed to go that he didn't know. So I showed him where it was. I went to go put my stuff back. I went to go finish putting the stuff back on the shelf. I went back to my cart, which was in aisle 7, to go aisle 6 to put it away. Aisle 6, aisle 7, aisle 8. His stuff was right here. My cart was right here. I went to aisle 6. I turned to come back to aisle 7 to go back to my cart because I was done putting things away in aisle 6. While I was turning to go in aisle 7, this guy put all his stack of products under my cart. How do I know that? As I'm turning, I see him squatting and throwing it, because what happened was, I told you guys, my cart was full. So he was adding stuff to my cart. But the stuff wasn't staying on my cart because it was too full. That was the bottom part, not the top. So every time he was putting it in, it kept on falling out. To the point when I turned the corner, I didn't even hear or see him. It's when I turned the corner, I see what he was doing. And I just, like, when you just see something that don't faze you, it was like you didn't see it at all. I'm here walking. So imagine somebody was right here going like this in my face. I'm just talking to you guys. It doesn't faze me. It did not faze me when he seen that I passed him, didn't comment, didn't make a face expression, didn't make a sound effects, didn't do anything. I just walked past him like it was non-existent, like I didn't say anything. He started walking fast to leave the aisle. But when he got to the end of the aisle, I don't know what happened. He just turned back around and picked up all them products that he put in my cart. He put them all the way, just by himself. I ain't saying nothing to him. I caught what he was doing. He was adding more work for me, but God softened his heart and told him, don't do that to that girl. Like, you don't even know the girl. Don't do that to her. I think that's what God did. I'm just going to put it like that. I'm not going to say too much. I'm not going to take away. But I really believe that God really softened his heart to go get all his work that he was supposed to do and do it. So from that story, guys, you know what type of time that guy was on. So now, the other part. I'm in the back, but that don't mean anything. I don't just stay in the back, guys. I am all over the place in the back. I remember there was a lady that was in the back. She was primarily in the back. I never see her all over the store. The only time I would see her in the store, she had like maybe a birthday product that's in front of the store, or she'll have food items that's in the front of the store, but on the other side of the register. It was rarely that I see her around the medicine aisle. Rarely. Okay? It wasn't too often. I kid you not. I'm telling you, I'm all over the store. Because when you're in a register, you need to be in the aisle that's right by the register, which is the feminine products, the hair products, the medicine aisle, the toothpaste, toothbrush, Listerine products, the batteries, the candies. Those are right near the register. You're not going to be in the back. You're not going to be even on the side in the front where the food is at. Another person that's have the cart, because there's totes and there's carts, like big carts that has food to stock the shelves with the food. There's a designated person for that. You're not all over the place. I kid you not. I've been all over the place since I've been in the back. I never seen any other person that was in the back do that. And I remember when I was in the back, when I was in the front. If these people that had other totes find something that was in the front where I was at, they would put the stuff on my tote or put it in my tote for me to put it away. They wouldn't put it away. But if I find it in my stuff, I put it away even though I'm not in that section. To the point, even the managers did that. They had the stuff in boxes. And the managers are the ones that take the stuff out the box. The sales associates take the stuff out the totes. Okay? They gave me the boxes because they didn't want to put it away. I was like, oh, that's the type of game. Yeah, I played. And I was like, okay. I peep game. I'm in the food. I'm in the medicine. And I realized my managers do look at the totes. So she could have like deciphered which totes go where. She just, I was like, okay. I'm like kind of like, how would I say this? I peep it, I'm disappointed, and it's just putting a fire up my butt. Do what I need to do. If you know what that means, you know what that means. Because I'm like, it's not right. And now I peep game too that the people that, oh, it's dust right here. I cannot work with dust. I need to dust it. They start to have some issues with them because the comments that's been left is for the night shift and they work on a night shift. I was like, okay. I'm not gonna stick around for me to see all these drama play out because at the end of the day, it's not safe. That's all I can say. Night shift is like a different environment, different world. I don't know about that world. I don't know about morning shift. Another thing I noticed in the past, I will work with only managers. I don't know why. I don't know why. And the fact that, and I don't know if they, I want to say they're making it up because there's a lot more stuff that should be reported on the camera, but is not. But the most petty thing that's inconvenience the managers, they're reporting it and saying it's from corporate. I don't know. I'm just saying what I'm saying. But I know there was some complaints like that was legit where the people wanted to use the bathroom, they couldn't use the bathroom, and they called corporate, and corporate nipped that in the butt. And I know that was legit because I was there that day when they called. And the way they went about it is different on how they're going about other things. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. It could be true corporate did call them, but the way they reacted, the way they put their petty notes all over. Because when corporate calls, for real, they don't put petty notes. That's all I have to say. They don't put that petty note. And there's a reason why I'm saying it's petty. Because you could talk to the employees. They talk to the employees. Woo, let me stop right there because I don't know who's watching this. So I'm gonna say a whole. I said a whole lot, but I can say a whole lot. I did say a whole lot, but I can say a whole lot. But now I don't know. I could go on and on, but I've been in the back for almost a year now, and I see how things are moving. Like I kid you not, I'm not lying. Like I'll get totes, everything that's in the totes. Most like those like totes. I get like 10 totes. 20 totes on them now. 10 to 15 totes. depending on the size of the truck. I'll get totes alone. One tote alone will be only, yeah. Multiple totes will be only for the front. Only for the front. And I'm like, when these other people was doing totes in the back, they didn't have these totes in the front on the side of the store. Because everybody had a section. But you know what? There's other things that happen. People left. People like okay, so there's people that leave the job. Okay, bye. There's people that leave the job Like the job, like they leave, you know they left. That's the type of person that left a few months ago. And that person was like 4 to 3 people in one. When she left, it was like, I don't know how to explain it without saying too much. Everybody felt it. And I told to myself, I was like, girl, you better get yourself together because they're upset. You wanted them to take it out on you. And she had every reason to leave. I don't blame her. I don't blame her for leaving. I honestly don't. Not because it's not that I don't do their job, whatever, because I'm not a manager. But they Okay, let's focus on the facts and what was going on. It was dangerous. It was the summertime. We was opening later than usual. Like, we was opening later. Like, every other store was closing at 9 o'clock. The store was opening till later. Across the street was drama, violence, and other, if you know what that means, I don't want to say it. And it was a shift, daylight, not nighttime, daylight. Somebody came in saying, okay. And my manager's like, wait, what? She go look, and then they outside, broad daylight. I think it was on a weekend. And right after that, they wanted to stay open later. Like, late. We were the only store opening later because we made the most money around, like, compared to the other stores that was around us. So, not only that, it was raised. The people didn't get no raise. And that lady's been there for years. And I say years. So, and then she always said that, I remember when we had to hire 2 men. When they first started, these men were working. They were working. Like, I'm telling you, like, they need to pay a bill working. But what happened after that was completely different. Like, it was like soon after, like a day after. So it was a truck, and I'm talking about these big carts, like, it's like a big buggy full of boxes to put on the shelf. And we have a warehouse. They finished putting one cart in, and I don't know how many they did. And then she pulled another one out. Soon as she pulled it out, the 2 men's, she said, it scattered like cockroaches. When she said that, I knew what she meant, and I couldn't stop laughing. She said, I'm done. And she kept on saying that. Like, she kept on saying that for like a good 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And then one day, the lady didn't even give 2-week notice, and she said she's out. She's out. And I feel like staying open late, because we was opening late, like, guys, like Walmart hours late. I feel like when that happened, she was like, mm-mm. And I don't blame her. If she was in my family, and I knew like the type of worker she was, and the type of environment she was, and the little petty dramas, because the managers weren't only being petty to me and other people, they were being petty to everybody, except for the 2 managers. It was being petty to her too. But she would say that comment like, oh, if they do it, nobody see it. But if I do it, whoa, I do it. You know, I get yelled at and stuff. So when she made that comment, I knew like it wasn't all good. So, you have that, and then you have the safety concerns. Well, I didn't want to throw this away because this has a crack in it. So, if I had somebody in my family that was in this type of predicament, I would encourage them to get another job. Like, you're not nobody light. You heavy. Like, you put in work. You put in work. And they were trying to dog her out. I didn't get to no type of dog conversation with them because I'm like, you the guys, the same people that smile in your face and say you did a good job and talk about you behind your back. So I didn't get into that conversation with them because I was like, you know what? Everybody's petty some type of way. I have some type of pettiness with me. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody got flaws. It's how y'all do it though. And what y'all make a big deal. Like, you really will make somebody feel sad for not cleaning up something that you and your other teammates were supposed to been clean up. The other person had no idea about it because, for whatever reason, and you get upset because this person's saying this. I'm like, you know what? I don't know where I was going with that, but I don't blame her for leaving. I don't blame her for leaving. And she basically left. And I'm not happy because some days it was good to work with her. Some days, people, when people have problems, they like, you can tell they have problems. And some people don't understand it's not other people's fault, it's whatever problems. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm trying to say, like, people like to take anger out of on other people. So sometimes it'd be like that. But for me, I'd rather work with her. I don't know why. I'd rather work with her. I'm not gonna lie. But she left. And when she left, it was I think it's still a tough position to fill. Because the people they hire after her, they hire multiple people after her. They all left. There was one, and I feel like the more they hire, the less the quicker they left. There was this one guy, like, so I know how long the person's gonna stay, and when they're about to leave. I don't know that. Let me not say that. When I see somebody talk about other people with them in front of everybody, don't have no chill to their game, I know they're not lasting long. They're not gonna last long. Okay? And I kid you not, they hire so many people to replace a position or whatever the case may be, and they didn't stay. There was one guy, he showed he had some good prospects because people, there was another manager that basically promoted him. So, oh, he's a good worker, he does his job and stuff like that. And This is who he is. He's not gonna do this. He's not gonna do that. He's gonna be a great worker for you. That guy came. I could say a lot, but I'm just gonna say the guy left. He did not stay. So today he worked. So he worked. He didn't even make a week. He didn't make a week. But I'm gonna tell you the day before he left. The day before he left, he stood right in front of the register with the other managers dogging somebody out, like just talking about them, just dogging them out. And not only that, he just stayed in the break room, socialized. If they went east, he went east. If they went left, he went left. That shows you, like, what are you doing? Are you just following them and working with them? What are you doing? You know, you're not in training anymore because you are a manager leaving another store. The store is the same thing, and they showed you everything the other day. If you need help, just ask why you following them. I peeped certain things, but when he did what he did, I knew he wasn't gonna stay for long. He was dogging somebody out. Like, I'm telling you, dogging somebody out, like, to the point I got uncomfortable and I left the register. I pretend to, like, go look at something because I couldn't. I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah. And what was crazy, customers were listening to him too. Listen to them, laughing, joking, saying the person's name that they were talking about. That night, he put a note saying he's leaving. The other manager came. She was like, she's not going to be asked if he did the job. I know he didn't do the job. She just stuck to work. She was like, the guy left. And they were sad. Everybody was sad. I'm like, what do you need to be sad for? Y'all know how y'all be. Don't be sad. Just be like, oh, okay, another one bite the dust. Next. Like, and they hired so many people for that lady's position. Nobody can replace her. I'm sorry. She is who she is. Nobody can replace her. Nobody can. Oh, I really wash all these dishes. Nobody really can replace her because that lady worked her butt off. And you know what's so funny though? When I say everybody has their flaws, when she's working, guys, and somebody in her way, she lets you know you in her way. And when you finally leave, if she had a box, she would slam it on the floor. And people would turn around like, oh, sorry. Yep. Oh my goodness. Like, the whole town knows she left. The whole town knew she left. And you know, the other thing I noticed when she left, now some people that used to come to the store don't come to the store like that. They would come, but they won't come like that. But that job, I don't even know how I got on that topic, but I was a roboboat. Like, I gotta stop. Ooh, this soap smells so good. This soap, ooh, it's called Fresh Breeze scent from Soft Soap. I have another thing. I just want to throw this away and use the soap in it. But yeah, now I started to sign this chart list, but I don't do it all the time. And they don't say anything to me. They actually said, oh, I know you don't sign it, but you do your work. You do your job. I'm talking about the people that don't do their job and they sign it. And I'm like, I've been saying that from day one. Not from day one. Sometimes I'm slow to notice stuff. I'm the type of people. So I noticed that. I'm like, and I noticed when they do it. And you know what made me really upset? It was when, maybe not even one, but y'all understand, like, when somebody say they peep stuff, like, I test the waters. I'm not gonna lie. I made sure I understood that I wasn't thinking crazy. These people was not doing what they needed to do in the morning and night. Like, when I come in, like I'm getting reprimanded or getting an attitude with. Like if these people was polite, that's the other thing. If these people was polite, they're not polite. They're not polite. Like they really test me. Oh, guys, when I say I could tell y'all some stories. They're not polite. The way they talk to you about a job that was supposed to be completed the night before your shift started, it wasn't completed, and they expect you to do it, and expect you to do this and that. I'm like, the dusting, I stopped doing that dusting thing. Somebody is eventually doing it. I'm gonna tell you guys something, so y'all understand what I'm saying. So there's carts, right, and there's baskets. The carts and the baskets, people come there, you know they're sick because they're coughing, slobber, boogers, everything coming out. I don't make a scene about it. When they leave, I wipe it down. When I started my shift, it was a season that I knew people were sick. Since I started my shift, customers didn't come in yet. I was sprayed down with Lysol. Because I didn't know what happened that night. So I was sprayed with Lysol. I had that one manager. She'll be laughing when I'm spraying. I'm like, why? Like, I question her. I'm like, what's so funny? Why are you laughing? And then I'm wondering why she did that. Like, I wondered why she did that. And I asked her why she did that. She was like, oh, nothing. And I was like, okay. I say nothing, and I'm like, okay. Then here comes the petty notes. Oh, here's the wipe to wipe down the carts and stuff. Carts and basket needs to be wiped down. I kid you not, I have never seen or was trained or told to wipe the carts in the basket when I started that job. When I started to spray down the Lysol on the carts when I start my shift, that's when they write it down. If I see somebody come through the line, they're coughing, they're sneezing, like they're choking, and those things does happen, I will immediately get the carts that they put down. Even if I had a line when they left, I'll get the basket that they put down, the cart that they put away. I put it to the side so I could take a disinfectant wipe and wipe it down. But if I'm coming on shift and I don't know what happened on the shift, I'm going to spray it down when I start my shift, right? That makes sense. I think that makes sense. To me, it made sense. So guess what? So they want us to wipe it down. And the thing is not easy. And the baskets in the carts are dirty. You cannot just wipe it one time. You have to literally scrub it. And mind you, they never done that. What happened was they're amongst each other. Instead of talking to you, ask you questions. What's going on? Why are you doing this? Oh, you're doing this? Oh, here you go. They didn't do that. So I started to wipe it down. But again, I go again with the thinking, and I'm like, let me see if I'm the only one that's wiping it or other people's wiping it. So I started to watch. I come, and I feel like every shift should be wiping the carts and basket down because customer coming in and out in every shift. Night shift should be wiping it down. Morning shift should be wiping it down. So I go, I peep. And the way I peep, I go look. And when they're wiping it, they're like, and I'm here trying to, because the things are dirty. You want me to wipe? I wipe. I can't wipe just wipe. I can't do that. I do it now, or I don't do it at all, because I don't feel right when I do that. I go, I don't wipe it, and I notice when I come in, the way the basket would look. when I leave. Like, so if I come in Monday and I come in Tuesday, I look if the night shift was doing it. They're not doing it. That Tuesday I come in, I wipe it down. That Tuesday night they're not doing it. Wednesday I'm not there. Thursday I'm doing truck. Friday, and I knew I was the only one doing it because the wipe that was designated for the baskets and the carts, there was just like how I left it. No one was touching, no one was doing. They expected, like, they really was like, oh, she's gonna do this. I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know. I understand if I wasn't doing it at first. I understand if I seen the work needs to be done and I didn't do it. I understand that, but it wasn't like that. It was honestly wasn't like that. And if there was irritated or I was rubbing them off the wrong way because I was spraying it down on starting my shift, they could have just talked to me, told me not to spray it down or just wipe it. They could have just said that instead of and being petty about it and only asking me to do it. Then, like, I stopped. No one talked about it. No one said anything about it because it wasn't something that was really getting done. It wasn't getting done for real. Like, they would do it just to bring attention and then talk, and then they wouldn't do it for it. And I was actually doing it, and they would take. I had baskets, customers, carts, totes, cleaning, mopping, brooming, outside, inside the store. I was like, this. I'm doing it, and I'm like, this is not fair. And you know why it's not fair? It's because they're commenting, they talk. When they talk to you, they have an attitude. I was like, you know what? I just stopped. Those are the stuff I stopped doing because it was taking up time, and I didn't have the heart just to literally just do one wipe and let it go because it was like these things were filthy. These things were filthy. So I was like, you know what? Because when I first started the job, no one told me about wiping it down. Okay, fine, it's a new rule. Fine, okay, fine. They didn't tell me the first time. It's a new rule. Do what you gotta do. If you're the only one doing it and you're the only one getting blamed because it's not getting done, when you're doing it on your shift, and I see how they operate. I see how they operate. And the girl that had the earbuds in the beginning of my stories, they team her now. Because a lot of people came and went, and she's young and she's still there. She is young and she's still there. She's still there. Like a lot of people, like the people that are here legitimately, how would I say this? Let's take that back. The people that are here, they've been here for like at least a year and a half. That's been working there. So, and the only person that's hanging by a thread because they're basically doing things to him for him to leave, but they're doing it subtly. So if there was like a complaint, they have something to prove that no, they didn't do that. Like, that's all I can say. But he's the only one that's been there for the least amount of time. But he said he's not gonna quit. He's not gonna quit because he knows what he's doing. He knows what they're doing. He's smart. He's not gonna quit. I'm like, you can't. I don't know if you can stick out because they was trying to let that guy go for a long time. The only reason why they didn't let him go, I think it was the second time, is because that one manager quit, and they needed a night person, and he was the night guy. He was the night guy. So they gave him a chance, and he even noticed that because he was getting days and hours Oh, he was making bank. He was making it. And it just drastically stopped. Ooh. It just stopped. And then when the guy, I was about to say his name. Oh my goodness. When the guy quit, they upped it. And they get, that was, look, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. And then the guy quit, and then they gave him hours, but he didn't notice it. He did not notice it, like to like, okay, let me get my act together. Let me not just post. Let me actually work. He didn't do that. He was like, I'm gonna. I'm like, you know what? Even though I'm not like like I don't trauma dump with him. Like I don't talk about, oh yeah, I seen this, oh yeah, this what. I don't do that because it's not gonna help anything, and we all have flaws. We all have flaws. We all have flaws. So I'm not gonna trauma dump with him, and I'm not gonna trauma bond with him. If that makes sense. But some of the stuff he's saying they do, he's not lying. I can tell you guys that he's not lying. There's facts to it, and um, they do it for real. They do it for real. Like the note thing, they put notes all over the place. They can't even talk to you. I remember and this is another reason why I said what I said, guys. When I first worked there was signs all over the bathroom, guys. All over the bathroom. Common sense, common courtesy. All over the bathroom. Like, flush. Like, I can't say too much. Like, and that was the employee's bathroom. Imagine the customer bathroom. The whole entire wall in the bathroom. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating. It was a notes. One side above the toilet. So whatever was pertaining to pertaining to that side of the toilet, that sign was there. Multiple signs. Signs on the other side that wasn't pertaining to the toilet exactly, but the cleanliness of the bathroom. That right there let me know that certain people that should do their chores, they don't do a chores. They don't. And okay, there's a petty game too that happens. The petty game is you have to fill the toilet paper and fill the paper towels. So what they do is they put two paper towels out, one in the roll and one on the sink. There's two uh, 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 um toilet paper rolls. Then there's always like another paper roll on top of like the handlebars. So what I peep was they if the paper roll is like this thick or this thin, it's about to finish basically, they would not use it. They would just take another roll and use that roll. And they would just leave it there for the next person to do. They will do that with the paper towels as well. They won't use it. They won't use it, just leave it there. So I was like, oh, I want to play too. So I won't use the paper towel that was on the roll. I did not use the paper. I'm snitching. I wouldn't use the toilet paper. I would use the one that was out. So mind you, there's one in the sink, and there was another one on like when you have to get up, you use it for leverage, like use it for support. So I'll use that. Or if I come in, there's none paper towel out, like an extra one out. I'll put that one out and I use it. And it's like a petty game because when I come in, I mind you guys, I'm coming in the morning. So that paper towel was done at night. Who's taking the trash out? You're supposed to do your chores at night. Who is not doing it? So guess what? I don't do that all the time. The days that I do that is like truck day. Like I remember one time, this lady, I don't know, I remember one time we had truck, then we had That Friday, we had stuff left over, and then I had to put stuff away, and I had to count stuff in the totes, and then I didn't go to the bathroom. I did not use the bathroom, and then the one manager came to me, was like, "Oh, I put the paper towels. I did the toilet paper or the paper towels on the roll." I was like, I laughed. I'm like, "Thank you for telling me that. Thank you." She was like, "You were supposed to do it," stuff like that. She started to snap. I'm like, "I did not go to the bathroom. I've been up here all this time. I did not know it needed to be filled." And she stayed quiet. She didn't say nothing else. Like, I don't usually defend myself. I don't usually speak. But I'm like, "Why are you snapping at me? Why are you talking to me?" Like, the way I responded to her, it was like, "I was not in the bathroom. I did not go to the bathroom. I did not know it needed to be filled. I've been doing this all morning." Because soon as I came in, I remember one morning, oh, I'm talking. One morning I came in, I don't know what was going on. The one lady, she was like on top of me, like on top of me, on top of me. I'm like, "What is going on?" In my spirit, I knew something was off. I started praying in my spirit. I started praying in my spirit because I don't know if it was like they want to see how I react, how I respond. Like they just, I don't know. But the other lady said that to me, and I said what I said. And I said, "Well, I was not in the bathroom today. I did not get to use the bathroom today. And I've been up here all morning putting these things away and counting and doing all that." And she didn't say anything. She just threw the paper in the trash can very aggressively and walked around and about her way and go complain. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, and I'm gonna tell you another thing that happened, so y'all guys can understand like what the type of environment I am in most of the time over there. My sister called one time. Okay, my sister worked at a certain place where it requires her to go to training, and she can't physically be there. So she needed her keys to give it to give it to her husband so he could do what he has to do. And I had the key. Okay. So long story short, she called my phone. I don't have my phone on the floor. My phone is in the break room. She can't get a hold of me. And her husband needed the keys to get back in the house because I was over there. I don't want to say too much. But she calls the store. The head manager picks up the phone. She's talking. She's like, "Hello, hello." She act like she can't. I don't know. So she act like she says she didn't hear her. She hangs up. My sister calls again. She's like, "Hello, hello," but this time when she said hello, hello, because she sounded like kind of agitated, frustrated when she picked up the phone. It could due to the fact that she couldn't hear my sister, or she did heard her. She heard her request, and she acted like she didn't hear it, and she was annoyed by it, and she was annoyed that she called back again. Um, she was like, "This is so and so. Can I speak to so and so?" She was my head manager re- responded to her very rudely, very agitated, very frustrated, and said, "This is a business phone. You can't be." Yo, she was like, "I know that. Can I speak to so and so?" She has to speak to me. And then she was like, "I'm gonna see if she's still here if she didn't leave." I'm still on shift. How you gonna ask if I? She just guys. I was outside. I was brewing outside. I came back inside, told her what happened, what I found outside, and um, I was doing something in the front of the store at the register when my sister called. And And she told my sister that. She passed me the phone. When she passed me the phone, she asked who was it. She said she didn't know in that talk. She was like, hey. And I was like, hey. And then I realized when she passed me the phone, she walked away. She was shaking her head and telling the other manager something. But I'm like, okay. I didn't think nothing of it. But when I got on the phone with my sister told me what happened, how she responded to her and what she said. And I'm like, she lied, and she lied. And she was rude. And I'm telling you, people be calling the store. It has nothing to do with business, nothing to do what is on in store hours of the business. They be talking gossiping. And I'm like, she said, and when my sister told me that, I was like, this, I'm not making these stuff up. This, something is off. Something is completely off. And I'm like, she was like, oh, she didn't go into too much. She did not give the lady basically the same energy and more because she knows that I work there. So she wasn't gonna, you know. And I wouldn't want her to do that because at the end of the day, um, I don't know how these people don't play fair. That's all I can say. They don't play fair, and they don't see how wrong they are. They're gonna make up any excuse why they did what they did. They're gonna try to justify it. They're gonna have people to tag team up with them. And then when I went to go talk to my other manager, she was brushing me off, cutting me off, being rude, and I made sure she understood what happened. I was like, my sister called. She's not there. I've been here helping her out, and she needed this, and her husband's gonna come through and get this because this is where she works. I can't disclose where she works, guys, but where she works is like, that's all I could do right here. And um, it was kind of an emergency. She was like, oh, okay, like I'm gonna tell you so you can understand, like, and I know the other manager heard me. Like they're just rude for no reason. They're rude for no reason. I'm like, and the way the other manager left, I knew it why she left the way she left because she knew who she's dealing with. She knows how to retaliate. Like my thing is, I think if she had told them she was leaving, they would make it somehow, some way for her to not leave with her 2 weeks. They would make an excuse for to take her hours because that's how they do stuff. That's how they. I don't. That story right there, and there's many more stories I can say. I think that was just too much too. That what I said, but that was the outside person that maybe they could be biased, but they're not biased towards me. They're gonna, but if it's the truth, they're gonna say the truth. Like they're not gonna be biased. Like just because you're my sister, I'm gonna tell you what's wrong, and I'm gonna tell you what's right. And what you if you did something wrong, you did it wrong. If you did it right, you did it right. And you can do it better. That's how they are. So they're not gonna be biased, and that's an outside person seeing that. So for me, I'm like, when she did that, like I don't know, in my heart, in my mind, I laughed, and I was like, I said in Creole, let's not talk too much on the phone because it's their phone. So, but I apologize for to her because my boss did that. Like she didn't have to do that, and she knew. That's why I said I think she heard her, and she hung up. I think she heard her, but she asked to speak to me. I think she heard her, and she hung up. I could come in the morning. Good morning. They call. It's like, oh, okay. I'm saying too much. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm talking too much. I don't even know if I'm gonna keep this live because I talk too much tonight. Oh my goodness. The walls are thin, so I don't know if people are hearing me. So looking outside to see anybody listening. But I don't know, that type of environment is kind of like it's tense. It's tense, and the people that work there, they the people that work there, like I think the morning shift is like it's not it's draining. It's draining. Like you wouldn't want like you want to leave. You don't want to stay. The morning shift, like you counting the hours. Like okay, I got 1 hour left. I got 30 minutes left. I got 10 minutes left. Oh, I'm out. That's how draining it is for for morning shift. Night shift, they say the crazies be coming through. Like people that's I don't know. Can you pass me that bag? That one right there with the meat. They be seeing crazy people be coming through. I'm not there at the night, so I don't know what's accurate, what's not. But hold on. I'm not there, but I know there's a lot of reports of um who could come in the store. Like I'm telling you, I'm like, whew, this shift is not playing with people. They don't want like if they catch you stealing, taste it. Don't just if they catch you stealing, which I'm not condoning somebody stealing the store for them to come back. No, but I'm talking about you talk loud, get out. If you arguing with a significant other, get out. They're not.
Um,
Mm-mm. So
it's very thick when you swallow, but not thick when it's like thick, but it's not thick.
okay,
You can feel it.
okay,
It's very good though.
okay. What's it called? So I don't know what's going on. I know night shift like, and I feel like they're trying to nip it in the bud how the night shift runs. Cause I feel like before these two people started working as the key holders, shift managers, we only put people up if they stole. But now they got a tight shift, tighter shift. If you even say you get out, you trespassing. Mhm. And you know what's so crazy? I be I be people stealing, and I kid you not. When I report it to my manager, the stuff is gone. It's not on them, and I'm like, no, he had it. He put it in his pocket, and my manager's like, no, and I'm like, okay, and then she sees the person that was in the store, the friend across the street talking to them that was in the store too. So I don't even, guys, I don't even know how and when. I just decided I'm not gonna. You know when something's too quick for you, too much for you, you don't even know what to say. I or no, maybe I don't know, and you don't want to look like the idiot, the fool for saying something. It's like you can't prove it, and you don't want to be like, oh, you're an accuser. No, I don't want to keep being like the type of person. Oh, you accused. You have no proof. No, and I'm telling you, there was another person that stole. And when I be doing truck, I be finding rappers. And you know what's so crazy? The products that's behind the counter, that's the products I would see behind the store. Like behind the, when I say behind the counter, I mean behind the register. That right there, I was like, no. was like, this is not for me. They're like, oh, you're supposed to say. I'm like, mm-mm. One time, this guy bought like how you call it, how you call it again? 6 hamburger helper, right? And it was my fault because I took 2 boxes at one time to scan both of them and they weren't scanning. So he goes, call the store and told the store, oh, I didn't get 6 hamburger helper, I only got 4 or 5. And they said, oh, you took the 1 box and kept the scanning. I couldn't even say anything. I couldn't even say, well, I had 2 boxes. It was my fault. I shouldn't have done it. But I was like, you know what? The guy will. My thing is, if they steal like that, they will try to steal again. So I'm wrong. I think I should put more water. I'm marinating the meat now. I'm kind of tired. I think I talked too much. I talked a lot in this live. I talked a lot. Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. I need to fill the bucket thing with water. All right. Ooh. Here you go, sit down. I need to sit down. Ooh. Oh, my back. It's not a lot of people here. It's dry right now. 2 hours. I've been talking a lot. I bet you it's midnight. Yep. It's midnight. Oh, my stomach hurting. It's midnight. I got hairs to wash. Do I really want to wash my hair tomorrow? Or later? I don't even know. I don't know if I want to wash my hair. That's crazy. Oh, my hands are itching. I guess yeah, that's my hair. Oh. I was trying to braid it and then I barely could grab it. Mm. Just people with short hair, they style their hair really cute. I want to start putting my hair in rollers, like, but there's some parts of my hair that I can't. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I want to do it, but I don't know how because it's gonna be short. And I want to braid my hair too, but I haven't been putting like products like gel, jam in my hair or pomade in my hair. Like I know my scalp, like I've been talking about, like my scalp has been improving because when I put that menthol shampoo, I actually feel it like in the first wash. Menthol, like it's like it feels like Vicks, Vicks. It's like a breeze, a cool breeze in your scalp. So I know it's working. And I haven't been putting a lot of product, which is good. I haven't been putting a lot of products in my hair. That's funny for it. I hate when that happens. You find out identifying smell. Well, identifying smell, yeah. Hot hunted thing. Let me wash my face, take this thing off my face. Oh, I'm tired. And I still have to marinate the meat. I'm boiling the water so I could pour it. Hmm. I don't know if I want to put it in the oven or I don't know where. I need to wash my face. Oh, man. But what you guys are up to? What are you guys up to? Oh my goodness. What are you guys up to? Mm, look at this breakage. I think if I cut my hair, it would have to be like a short hairstyle because this side is extremely short. Like not this. Okay, I'm talking about like these parts. Like there's no hair length right here. Like no long left right here. Like I would have to get it cut short. Like I don't even know if I have the guts to do it. Like if I ever do it, like if I ever go that short, I think I would have to relax it so I could manage it and want to do it. Because I feel like with my hair, it's at its well, let's just say natural state. Like you just finished washing it, you didn't dry it, you didn't straighten it. It had these little curl type curls. Oh my goodness! Like, mm-mm. So I'll need something to like manage it. I think the water's about to boil. Get ready to boil. And I want to get my hair professionally braided. Like I would do it, but I don't have the time. Like the last time I started to braid my hair, guys, and I gave up. Actually, I want to get a half wig. I want to get a half wig or a V-part wig. And after, I know it's a hairstyle I could braid my hair into. That won't. It'll still take time, but it won't be too much. It's a cute hairstyle. I did like two. I did like so far. I did like two times. It's a cute hairstyle. I liked it. So I might just do that. Dad, this bump is huge. And I don't want to pop it again. I do not want to pop it. If I pop it again, it's gonna look like this. That black mark. And I put some BB cream on my face because I have a tendency to pop, pick, and then they leave a mark. And I forget that they do, and then I'm like, oh my goodness, I got it like that. So sometimes I don't care, but sometimes I'm like, oh, that don't look right. That looks kind of gross. So, well, I don't want to squeeze that. Let me see, I have one right here. Oh man, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm live. I think I need to go wash my face. I think that's what it is too. I need to go wash my face and treat it. Um, for some reason, I can't find the stuff that I was using. I misplaced them. I'm tired. I should go to bed after this. Finish marinating the meat. Wash my face because I'm tired. And that's my problem. I see the bump. I feel like I need to squeeze it and squeeze it and squeeze it until like I feel satisfied that something came out. And I remember one time it was a way for me to pop this bump without squeezing it, and I forgot how to do it. I did it like I did it to a bump on my face that I popped like how many times, and that thing kept on coming back the same day. Like that's the craziness. Like when it comes back the same day. So I was like, okay, let me see another way I could actually take the whole thing out. That needs to come out. I don't know what how I did it. I didn't squeeze. Like I think I moved my skin and I did like something like this and I went like that. Like I don't know. But I did it a direction that it could just all of it could come out at one time. I was so grossed out and satisfied at the same time because I know I popped that 3 times that day, that morning during the day, and that night I was popping it again. And the fact that whatever came out, and as much as it came out, I'm like, oh man. So, and I forgot how to do that. I forgot how I did it. Like I don't know how I did it. So now I'm back to squeezing it again, and I'm getting these marks because I'm like, but yeah, I think the water's done boiling. I'm starting to get tired. I hate when I get tired and I have stuff to do. Something on smart right here. Is it this? I don't know. It could be the trash. I need to throw the trash away. No, it's the trash. The trash I don't have the trash in the kitchen anymore. I have it right by the door. Well, guys, I'll see you guys later.